I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel and this another Tesco grocery haul for you. Now this is a massive haul, partly because I have got my children's birthday party coming up on the weekend. 3 of them are sharing a joint birthday party, and I'm going to share with you a little tip, little hack for making birthday parties a lot easier with something I bought, so stay tuned for that. Now if you're new here, welcome, please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. I do loads of shop with me's and hauls, as well as day in the life videos, speed cleans, all that kind of good stuff. I hope you will subscribe and love it. Now let's take a look at what I bought. Let's start off with chilled, shall we? We have got some raspberries. Oh, these have been slightly opened. That's no good, is it? Did not notice that. I would have brought it up with the Tesco man. Although, in all fairness, if I phone Tesco, they are normally good about replacing and refunding things. So if there's anything else I need to phone about, perhaps I will ring about those. If not, I don't know. How can we tell if any of those are fallen out or if they're contaminated? Not sure, maybe I should give them a ring. Anyway, raspberries, they will be washed anyway. Wash them, pop them on the table as a little dessert for my children. They love them. Next, we've got strawberries. Give these a little rinse, chop off the heads, cut them into, I don't know, these are quite big, probably quarters. Pop them in a bowl on the table, and they are gobbled up as another dessert for my children. More fruit, a trillion bananas. Now you guys know how I feel about bananas. My children love them. I don't like them. They're squishy, they're smelly, but you know, I buy them for my darling little children because they love them. So that's that. And then we've got some oranges, some lovely easy peeler oranges. Now, if you saw our IKEA shop with me vlog, you'll know why I like easy peelers, because we had oranges in IKEA and it took longer than the whole IKEA trip itself just to peel the oranges. So that's why we have easy peelers. And then we've got pink ladies. I don't normally buy these organic ones, I normally buy the other ones, but the other ones that I would normally bought from my favourites, they said weren't available, so we've got these. I'm sure they're pretty similar. You know, they don't need to be all this packaging and stuff, Tesco. You just need apples. You know, just give us apples. We don't need all packaging. Anyway, next we've got some salad. That's for me, just to bung on the side of a couple of meals. I'll take a handful of that and bung it on the side of a couple of my meals. None of the rest of my family are fussed on kind of leafy stuff. I like it though, so that's for me. Then we've got some peppers. I have bought loose peppers this time. Sometimes I buy them in a pack. These loose peppers seem a bit kind of larger than the ones in a pack, so they should do a couple of meals. I have got a couple of things that need peppers planned, including fajitas one night and enchiladas another night. So yes, that's 2 Mexican dishes, but my children do like both of those dishes, and those peppers should do for both of those. I've also got 3 onions. I need onions in a few of the meals that we're having this week, but I do already have some onions in the fridge, which is why I only bought 3. I also bought pears, nipping back to fruit for a second. I haven't bought pears for a while. They used to eat them loads when they were babies. They haven't eaten them for a while. I thought I'd give them a go. Again, I'll probably do what I do with the apples, and rather than just giving them a lump of pear, they will sometimes eat a whole piece of fruit, but normally I rinse it and chop it up into kind of slices, and I do prefer my fruit like that. Let me know in the comments actually, how do you eat apples and pears? Do you just bite into them, or do you slice them up and eat them? I personally am a slice them up kind of girl. The children will mostly eat them sliced, but sometimes ask for a whole wet apple. Well, she just means literally just a rinsed apple, just give them to her in her hand. She's like, can I have a whole wet apple? But yeah, mostly they do eat them sliced. Down here we've got carrot battens, and I just bung these in a bowl. If the children are waiting for a meal, then they have a few of those to snack on, or when I'm doing like a ploughmansy kind of lunch, then I put those in a bowl for them to go with the ham and the cheese. And oh, hang on, I've just realised I have not got any ham. I meant to order ham, haven't got any ham. Oh dear. I don't know if that's because I didn't order it or because it didn't come. We'll have to have a look at the list later. Anyway, when I do the ploughmansy lunches with cheese and ham and bread and things, I put some carrots out as well. Okay, on to dairy. I've got my traditional 4 pints of full fat milk. Like I said before, I don't drink milk. The children don't drink much of it really since they stopped breastfeeding. They tend to have dairy in other places. but my husband likes to drink milk and they have it with the cereal. On to cheese, I've got 4 packs, I believe. I've got 4 packs of these? No, 2 packs of these of mature sliced cheese. Again, when I'm doing kind of cold lunches, I put some cheese, some ham that I have not bought, and some bits of kind of fruit, which I would slice up, and some carrots, which are already sliced, onto the table for them to eat. And then I've got grated cheese, and this will go over a few of the meals I've got planned for this week. Let's see, they like grated cheese on spaghetti bolognese. They like it with fajitas. They have it on with enchiladas. Obviously, that's kind of included in it. Let me see, anything else with cheese this week? I think it's just those 3. But those, I will buzz in some grated cheese over the top of those 3 meals to add a bit of flavour and to increase their dairy intake. On to, oh yes, and chilli. They like a little bit of grated cheese on top of chilli, which reminds me, we've got some minced steak. I quite like the 5% fat because it's just less, well, fatty. I still fry the mince and then drain it before I finish cooking it, just to get rid of any extra fat. Anyway, half of that I will do for a bolognese and the other half I'll do for a chilli. Although maybe that's only enough. No, that's only really enough for one, is it? I should have got 2 of those. I meant to do a chilli and a bolognese this week. Might need to pick up some more mince in a local shop. So, anyway. Next, we have got 3 packs, down to 350 from 380, of diced chicken breast. Now, the date on this today is the 20th, used by the 25th. I will perhaps put 1 of them in the freezer and then set an alarm for the night before I want to use it and take it out of the freezer. All I do is take it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge, and then by the time it comes to tea time the following day, so it's been in the fridge for 24 hours to defrost, it's ready to use and it tastes yummy, scrummy when it's cooked. So just, I know you can defrost in the microwave, but it's just so much easier if you can remember to take it out the night before, chuck it in the fridge, and then it's just like as if it's fresh then, isn't it? Other than the fact you can't refreeze it again, obviously. Moving on to frozen, I have got 2 bags because we were out, and as you know, I like to have 1 bag open, or 1 box open, or 1 jar open, or whatever it is, with 1 open and 1 in the cupboard. So in this case, 1 open in the freezer with 1 of these on it, like that, with 1 of these clippy things. By the way, if you haven't got these clippy things, they're brilliant. I shall link some of these below whenever I'm opening these bags, and then just shove 1 of these on it. So I have 1 bag open like that and 1 backup bag. And those are our favourite chips. They come out nicely every time. They don't take an absolute age to cook. They're slightly lower in fat and they come out nice and crispy and lovely. So 2 bags of those. And then we've got pizzas. I believe these are 3 for £4. That meat feast one I love, and so does my teenager. And then we've got ham and pineapple, which the little ones love. Zara likes the ham and pineapple, picks off all the ham and pineapple, which really annoys the others because she could just eat the cheese one, but she prefers to eat that and pick the stuff off. Anyway, pizza is a super easy meal when it's swimming night, because we don't even get in from swimming until about 20 to 6, and the children normally eat between 5 and half 5. So pizza is a really quick, throw it in the oven while I'm, you know, dealing with swimming kit and wet children and things. So that's what we will have on swimming night. And then we've got 2 bags of sausages. Again, we actually ran our sausage supply all the way down. So I've got 1 bag to open and 1 bag as a backup. Now these are a substitution. Apparently these are Irish recipe sausages. I don't know what the difference is, if I'm honest. Let me know in the comments. I said, yeah, I'm sure they seem the same. They're the same make, they're just Irish recipe. Please tell me what is the difference. If not, I'll have to try them and report back. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you know. And then peas, again, we go through so many peas. Peas go on the side of everything, don't they? I mean, peas go on the side of, you know, when you're doing like things with chips, just to add a bit of veggie in. Peas go in with kind of Sunday dinners and things. And the other favourite, actually, the children really like, which is a really, really lazy meal, is if I do pasta with pesto and grated cheese and peas, and then just put something on the side, so either sausages or chicken or whatever. But that's a super, super quick and easy meal. Peas go with everything. I love that they're not too messy. Baked beans, they live on the side of things as well. They're just so messy, aren't they? So peas I don't know, I like them, probably because they are a vegetable, but they're not that messy. Scampi. Now this is very nice. Just do this in the oven. My husband really likes scampi, so if the children are, the night the children have pizza, perhaps I'll do him some scampi, because for some reason he hates pizza. I like pizza, but he thinks it's a waste of time and money and doesn't see why it exists. But there we go, so he'll probably have scampi that night. And then I have got some sliced carrots. Now, you know, I bought fresh carrots. They normally eat those raw. The sliced carrots are just for bunging on the side of things. I tend to just put them in here. Literally just put a boiling water in there, chuck veggies in there, put it on hob. Easy peasy, and that's ready to throw on the side of pretty much anything, but especially like a Sunday dinner. And we had this debate on my last video, didn't we? Like, is it a Sunday dinner? Is it a roast dinner? Is it a chicken dinner? What is the name for it? Lots of people with lots of different opinions. Personally, I interchangeably use the names. Sometimes it's a Sunday dinner, even if it's midweek, who knows? And then we've got these bake at home Yorkshires. I'm just not fussed on Yorkshires. Don't see the point in them myself, but my family love them. And then as a treat for the weekend, again, I'm not fussed on these, but we've got pan au chocolat. We just chuck these in the oven. They do come out beautifully every time, as a treat for breakfast on the weekend. So that's the frozen stuff. Let's move on to dry. Tell a lie, not done with frozen. Also bought these stuffing balls. These again come out nicely every time and go on the side of a Sunday slash roast slash chicken slash sausage slash gravy dinner. Over to dry food. White batons, bought 3 of these. These last quite nicely. I sliced them up and put them on the table for the children to have for lunches, with the cheese and the fruit and the carrots and the ham I didn't buy. Oh dear, whoops, I really am gonna have to go and get some of that, aren't I? Next, I've got some bake at home little mini rolls. These last so nicely because they are vacuum sealed. The date on these is really good usually. So the date is just before, there we go, Valentine's Day. So that's a month. These will last. So what I'll tend to do is use these at the beginning of the week, and then towards the end of the week and on the weekends I will use these, because this will have gone out of date if I haven't used it. I just literally chuck these in the oven for a few minutes. When all the children are at home, we do go through the whole 12 in one sitting. But if it's just Zara, then I can just throw 1 in. You can also freeze these as well. You do have to defrost them, so you have to take them out the night before if you want to cook them. So you have to kind of think ahead a little bit. But it does, if you know you're going to be kind of not going anywhere, the weather's a bit grim, you can get them out the night before and then cook them, but you mustn't cook them from frozen. Next, we've got wraps. Now, the date on these isn't bad either, which is the 1st of February. I'm going to use wraps for a few things this week. Zara likes a wrap for lunch sometimes. I'm also going to use wraps for chicken fajitas and for enchiladas. So those are 2 of the things that I am going to make this week. And I have got a lot of wraps because I was pretty much out of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of wraps. Pancakes, I guess this should belong in Don't Judge Me really. Sometimes Zara has these with some breakfast, with some fruit and some cereal, and sometimes the children have them on the weekends. Again, what's the date on these? Date on these is the 24th of January, so they won't still be okay by the weekend. Therefore, Zara, you get those for breakfast this week. Moving on to more kind of evening mealy things. Rice, we go through quite a lot of rice at the moment. It goes with quite a lot of things. So I've got 1 to open and 1 as a backup. The easiest way to cook rice, I find, especially when you've got children and you need to have eyes in the back of your head, is using a rice microwave steamer thing. And I literally put rice in here, pour boiling water over it, shove it in the microwave for 12 minutes and it's done. It comes out beautiful and fluffy every time. So rice on the side of quite a lot of things is quite easy, especially when you're doing that. Now, 1 meal this week, I'm going to do a super easy curry, and again I've got 1 to use and then 1 set, the same thing again as a backup in the cupboard. Mango chutney, yummy yummy, children love that on the side of curry. And then I've got 1 korma and 1 tikka I'm going to use with the chicken. And on the side of that I will do at least 1 pack of mini plain naans. These are up on the 27th of January. I might freeze the other pack for using next time. Another meal I'm going to do this week is chili con carne. I've bought this because it's super lazy and quick for a school night meal, and I will do that with rice and minced meat. and I will chop up some of my own onions and peppers and things to go in there as well. Then another meal we'll do is sweet and sour, which again will go with the rice and the chicken. So yeah, that will be nice and yummy. And again, I've got one to use and one for the cupboard. Now, pineapple. I'm going to do this with gammon. I know I haven't bought any gammon, but they often have an offer on gammon in the local shop, but they don't necessarily sell pineapple slices in the local shop. So I've bought that in case I fancy picking up some gammon in the week, this week, next week, whenever really. This is really for the cupboard because I know I can't get it locally. And yeah, I can't get the gammon locally. So that's what that's for, because I tried to feed my husband gammon without pineapple the other night and he said it was a crime. So that's what that's all about. And then again, we've got one to use and one for the cupboard, because someone took my cupboard one out and didn't tell me about it, and someone is in a lot of trouble. So we ran right out of this, or we're on our last dollop of it. And this is delicious. This is the Mediterranean tomato chutney, and that's really nice, just on the lunch table with a bit of cheese, a bit of ham if you actually remember to buy it, bit of bread, bit of fruit, bit of carrots, whatever. Yummy, yummy. And then this, I guess this belongs in Don't Judge Me, because I don't know, this is just for me to eat and pretend like I'm being healthy because it says packed with veg and high in fibre, but actually it's just yummy delicious. So yeah, that's just for me to snack on, full disclosure. Now we do go through a lot of orange squash. As you know, I keep orange squash in these jugs in the fridge door. I will link these below, they're brilliant. And I just put a tiny bit in the bottom because it's double concentrate, and then when we're all having a meal together, both of those go on the table. If the children are not at the table, they drink water, but at the table they are allowed a bit of orange squash. It is no added sugar, it's not especially bad for them, so other things, almost no calories in it, so I quite like it. I also drink quite a lot of squash during the day, so 3 of those because we go through a lot of it. On to hand soap. I love the way these smell. The hand soaps from Carex. I love the Love Hearts, they're both yummy. And then the Unicorn Magic. I think these 3 scents were on offer, which is why I bought them. Our new bathroom is finished for the new house, but I do want to get, and in fact, let me know if you know where I can get one. I want like a nice hand soap dispenser, but you know the kind that's sort of got a clamp around it and like stuck to the wall, I guess like you'd see in a restaurant or something, so that people don't drop it on the floor or smash it or steal it. But I want that because I want to stop buying these kind of just, because I know they say they're eco refills, but I never see the refill bits. Anyway, I want a nice hand soap dispenser that I can just buy a massive refill and keep refilling over and over. Where can I get one of those? Because all of them either look like something that could smash and has no bracket to stick to the wall, or they look like something that's really, really industrial and belongs in some sort of public loo and looks disgusting. So let me know where I can get a nice hand soap dispenser, which is nothing to do with a grocery haul, but would be very helpful if you could help me out there. On to birthdays. Now, if you have been following me for a while, you will know that 3 of my children have birthdays within a few weeks of one another. Now, William's birthday is at the very end of January. Bella's birthday just went, that was at the very end of December. And Zara's birthday is at the very beginning of February. Now these cakes are not actually for their birthday days, if that makes sense. These cakes are for their birthday party. And yes, I am being super lazy. I'm doing a joint birthday party between my 3 children, partly because we have got so much on at the moment with the house renovation and there is just so much going on in my life. If you want to know exactly what is going on in my life to make us so crazy busy at the moment, go and follow me over on Instagram. I shall put the handle on here now. Go and follow me over there and get the full story. But I'm not going to bore with you with it now. I'm just explaining why I'm doing a joint birthday party. So, joint birthday party between the 3 of them. Will's got a Spider-Man cake, Bella wanted Olaf, and Zara chose Peppa Pig. Now, I'm doing an alternative to party bags, which I shall discuss in a minute. But the cakes, I bought candles recently, but the cakes they will all kind of get sung at, and we'll bring the cake out. They're having a bouncy castle party. I absolutely love this. A couple of years ago, a parent in our school started a tradition of not doing the whole food part of birthday parties. They just do an hour of like a bouncy castle or something, and then send them home with a party bag, which everyone loved, because A, it's less hassle for everyone to have to do, and B, it's just, you know, your children aren't just eating loads of rubbish. So I'm going to chop up the cake and send it home just in a little bit napkin for all of the children. I have bought all of this wrapping paper. I'll use this one for Will, and then any spare I will put in my birthday box for when the children have other birthday parties to go to. As you know, I kind of buy some birthday presents that are appropriate for the ages of my children, therefore my children's friends. I put them sort of ready to go. I buy them in bulk. And then this one is for Zara, because she's kind of into unicorns and rainbows and castles and all that at the moment. So that is for her presents, and any spares will go in the birthday box. Now, I'm not doing party bags. All of the children are going to go home with an Easter egg each. Some of you may think this is genius, some of you may think it's insane, but instead of giving them a bag full of tat, you know, it's the beginning of January, most children won't have had an Easter egg yet, so that's kind of a novelty. So this is easier. Yes, this is a bit of a hack to make birthday parties easier, because doing party bags is very time consuming and can add up to be quite expensive. So by doing it this way this year, while I am kind of starved of time, then yeah, that's what I'm doing. I did do it one previous year for Will's birthday and it went down a treat. I made like a big stack of them, like a big pyramid thing. The children thought it was amazing. It was all very exciting. And I've chosen Easter eggs that we actually like. So if there are any leftovers, then we can perhaps sneak a couple. And I've just noticed there are a couple of things around here that I haven't shown you that have been bunged over here. So I've got some click and seal food bags. Basically, I'm going to put the rolls in those to put in the freezer. So any of the rolls I take out of the vacuum sealed bags I want to freeze, I'll bung in there, and then I can kind of reuse those and just take some of the rolls out and then replace them. And then Belvita, I don't normally buy breakfast biscuits, but when Bella had a sickness bug this weekend, she really wanted breakfast biscuits. I didn't have any in the house, so I've ordered them in just in case. If children have got like a dodgy tummy, it's kind of a good thing, like a breakfast biscuit or a cracker or something, to reintroduce them to something really plain just as soon as the nausea wears off. So that is what I've bought. Now, the loyal viewers among you will have noticed there are a few things that I did not buy in this grocery haul that I always buy. The one thing obviously that I've harped on a bit we did need was ham, but a few of the things I normally buy I didn't buy because we already had them in stock. Let me know in the comments if you can see what they are. Now, moving on to how much we spent. Now, I did buy 3 birthday cakes. I think they're £12 each, aren't they? I bought all those Easter eggs. I think I bought 50 Easter eggs? 50? Yeah, 50 Easter eggs, and the Easter eggs were £1.50 each. But I think I would have spent £1.50 on a goodie bag all day long, and that's less hassle. So the grand total is £234.56. So that is a lot for a grocery shop, but it's more than a grocery shop. That is a grocery haul plus dealing with all the birthday party stuff. So I don't think it's that bad. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. If you want to watch my latest video, it's just across here. And for more grocery hauls, shopping hauls, shop with me, general hauls and stuff, it's just down here. I'll see you guys soon.